Hello and welcome to this solo playthrough of Commands and Colors in Napoleonics, and we are playing Talavera, the French attack on British on the 28th July 1809. This is the continuation of the systematic recordings of solo playthroughs of the core game scenarios. The setting here, already you have an image of the 48th Line Regiment on the British side, the British 48th Line Regiment, which is simply taken from Wikipedia, so it's free of rights. I have no problem with the images I use, because I always use images free of rights. So the historical background is that Sir Arthur Wellesley, and I'm just reading what is on the page of the GMT booklet about the battle. So Sir Arthur Wellesley, the future Duke of Wellington, crossed into Spain and on July 20th joined with General Cuesta's beaten Spanish army to oppose two French armies under Soult and Victor. Hearing of the Allied advance, Soult proposed that Victor attack to hold the British and Spanish armies while he marched south and placed his army between Wellesley and his base in Portugal. On the evening of 27th July, the British and Spanish were deployed around Talavera, with the Spanish holding the strongest defensive terrain. A line of high ground, the Cerro de Medellin, formed the main position for the British troops. Victor's approaching army had been reinforced by a corps under Sebastiani and a large body of cavalry under King Jérôme Bonaparte. Victor decided to assault the Cerro de Medellin without delay and ordered Ruffin's division to make a night attack. The French broke through the surprised British troops, and one gallant regiment actually reached the crest before being driven off by reserves. Next morning, Ruffin's division attacked again, and the infantry reached the crest of the hill. Volleys from the waiting British caused fearful execution in Ruffin's columns. Then the British charged and drove the French back across the Portina brook. There was a pause as the French leadership decided its next move. Joseph ordered Sebastiani to attack along with Ruffin's depleted division. Meanwhile, Victor's remaining infantry attempted to outflank the British line. Sebastiani and Ruffin were driven back, while Wellesley countered the flanking move with cavalry. The French infantry formed square and drove the cavalry off with heavy loss. Joseph did not commit his last reserves. During the night he ordered the French army to retreat. So this was a fierce battle, but a French defeat. So here is the battlefield. This time we only have British units up here. What does the scenario card say? Wellesley is the commander of the British, and the British have 6 command cards. The French on the other side have 5 command cards and move first, and the battle is in 7 banners, so it's a good, reasonably long scenario. No special rules except that the river Portina will stop movement but does not cause any battle restrictions. Okay. So there we are. There's no geographical objective. We have a very an important line of French which will try to meet the British, which of course will try to repulse them. That's as I see things. I don't see the British trying to attack in that situation, as they are quite clearly in inferior numbers, but as they have good shooters, it will decimate the French before they can do anything really serious. I don't know what it's going to do, but so. On the British side, they have just some light cavalry over here, and that's all. Oh no, they have a lot of here. Why did I hide them with the French? Okay, no problem. And French have light cavalry here and heavy here. So I think rather than saying more, let's play. So the French start first. Well, why not bombard? As in good strategy, you do it anyway. So there we are, bombard. So the artillery here, here, and here will fire with 2 more dice. There are no guards to add 3 dice. So we'll start with those here. Though there's a redoubt here. Why? That's not very interesting. However, perhaps should it be done here, attacking here. So normally it's the fieldworks don't have an effect on artillery at all. So you see here quite clearly there's 0 effect on artillery. The only effect is that a flag can be ignored. But the idea is to silence the British guns so the French can advance on their flank and everywhere. So the French normally roll 1 die, but it will be 3 because you see 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. We are at the extreme, so it's 1 plus 2, 3. 3 dice against the artillery over there. The flag is ignored, so no effect. Those guys here will fire their artillery here. 4, 3, 2, 1. So it goes up to 3 also. Hills have no effect on artillery. There we are, a retreat which is ignored. 3, 2, 1, 1. This works also. So those attack here with 3. So that was an inefficient bombard tactic. So let's go now, end the turn, and give the British some work to do. So cavalry charge is not. Yeah, I have a lot in the center who can do things. I don't quite know what to do, but yeah, they are more in defensive position. So let's go for an attack center. Okay, so of course those guys will fire and well, just check the LOS rules. It means that a British here, for an example, is out of LOS from that. I believe those were not in LOS previously, so anyway, I'm glad it was inefficient because yeah, that hill was, you know, if it were the same hill mass, there would be a plateau effect, but with a difference of hills, that hill here blocks the LOS from that unit. So yeah, they'll be able to fire in the water, for an example. Okay, and here to know that this is so. I'll just move back those British here. There we are, and this artillery certainly can fire. 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 die. Okay, no effect. That those guns will fire here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 1. 1 against the French, so no effects. End of turn. And time for the French to try to do something. So reconnaissance force, counter-attack. Boo. Not very interesting. Let's start moving because yeah, recon in force, really. They don't have a lot in center, so I'll have a move attack right flank here, having those people here, and those here, and those here. Okay, so they get out of the water. I'm looking at the limits of the British move, so I can move the cavalry here without having a great risk of seeing the British attacking back or charging first. You know, with cavalry, well, between cavalry, you always, and also for other melee combat, you're always better off being the first one to play. So that was for the French, who ends his turn. And let's Sir Wellesley decide what to do. Probe. There's a lot on the left. Let's go for assault left flank. Okay, so I can move up to 6, and I have 5. So anyway, I'll order them. There we are. So the line going to move here, and the cavalry. Of course, the others can come here, but it's perhaps time to take the risk. There we are. So no battle, of course. And time for the French to see what they're going to do. Assault right flank, that's a good idea. Yeah. Have the right guard for that, so they can move up to 5. There we are. No, they cannot. I'm not sure they can here. Not sure they can at all. No, I don't think it would eat the corner. We have a good line of sight here. So shared line of sight, we'll try it. Okay. That's always a question, if it just nibbles here, is it blocked or not? I tend to say it is, so okay. So movement, there we are, there we are. The cavalry will charge now. Charge, just move, of course. Okay. So this cavalry will attack here. They just have 4. Yeah, 4 in melee, and the British just checking, but they don't have any first strike. So 4 against the French. Ouch. So 3 retreats, but 1 can be ignored because of the support. So there's a loss of 2 hits. That's not good. And it hits back, of course. Okay. Here they attack those with the same number of dice, and they eliminate it. So they take ground, and they can lead the attack further. Just moving like that for aesthetical reasons, and attack with 4. Oh, no effect, so 1 back. Okay. Ouch. But that's already 1 point for the French. That's good. 1 banner. Let's see how the British will answer that offense. How dare you, would say somebody. Cavalry charge, let's go. Not sure, but let's go. Okay. I can issue to 4 or fewer cavalry. Okay. Here we have some, so they cannot do, those cannot do a lot except moving here. And those have 4 melee because they are heavy cavalry. I think I'm just doing that and moving away with those poor guys. And here we attack. We normally have 4 because we are heavy cavalry. But it's 5 now, and the French has no strike back. First strike, sorry. So that will be 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, not only one hit. The leader survives, and there are 2 flags, but only 1 taken. So there they move, and the heavy cavalry go on. That's it. And they'll attack a second time. 4 against the same. So 1 hit. Leader survives, and 2 retreats. 1 is taken. No, 1 is refused, and the other one is taken. So there they go. Okay. And those will move here and here. Well, could have been better, but that's life. What about the French now? Counter-attack, yes, with another cavalry charge, why not? But they have really depleted cavalry, but perhaps would it be the good moment, the right moment? What I find interesting is the Grand Manœuvre here. Perhaps that's the thing to do, even if it's really fairly dangerous, but I think it's the thing to do. Grand Manœuvre here. So you can move 4 of your units and move up to 4 hexes without fighting. So I'll order them here. Here. That's nice. Of course they cannot fight. Oh, that. No, not those. I'm not ordering them. I'm trying to find somebody else. Perhaps the light is here. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. There we are. Ah, no. Yes, I understand my error. Anyway, no problem. 1, 2, 3. They must stop because even if they move, 1, 2, 3, they must stop in terrain, which stops them. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Very bold advance from the French, but you know, we need to put pressure, otherwise we'll be just minced during advancing. There we are. So what about the British? They have a lot of activation in the center that can be done. Or on the left, just to, no, we must go in the center and hit first. 3 in the center. Let's go for those. There we are. So on this side, the attacker are attacking the line here with the support of the combined arm with the foot artillery. So the river has no effect on the battle in this case. So we have 4 here. They only have 4. You see in melee they're not French. 4, but 4, 3. Those have 3 dice at 2 hexes ranges. So 4 and 2. That's 6 dice against the French, who don't have any first strike or something in their sleeve. So 6 dice can be really very bad. And that's it. Okay. Okay, that side of the river crossing was a failure. Now we attack here. 4 dice. Okay, 2. losses. The leader survives and they hit back. They normally have 3, -1 for the hill, so it's 2. 2 retreats which cannot be refused, so there go the British. Bye bye. But unharmed, fortunately for them. So time for the French. Recon in force, leadership. Yes, fire and holds. Recon and force can be interesting. Let's have the lights here. It's very complicated press. Am I doing something really bad here? In the center. Let's go here. I don't like that. And here. So they move out here. They move up here. And they move up here. So those here have no range, but those can attack the British here. It's in melee, and as you see, from hill to hill, infantry hill to hill is 0, except when it's ranged fire. So battling from hill to hill has no effect on melee only. So the French have the initiative to attack with 3 dice here. So that was 2 hits for the British, who answer with 2 dice, and this time the French unit is lost. The leader tests his survival, it's okay, he goes with the light infantry. Here the hard hitters are there. The French attack with 5, and that's 1 loss and 2 retreats. Well. So what are the British going to do now? I'm just moving the cards just to see what they have. It could be, no, it's difficult to hit there, but on the left, why not, after all? Probe left flank, okay. I don't know, something of a vengeance here and here. Oh, but they cannot do it both. That's bad news. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3. That's bad. No, it's not so bad. So 1, 2, because they only have 2 movement. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. And the lights come here. Okay. So they attack here, the line, who go in square, which means the French will place one of their cards there. So the line unit hits first, okay, cavalry hits, and the line lose one block. Heavy cavalry here attacks with 4 dice. Oh, that's 3 hits. So the light cavalry answers with 1 die, no effect. That was a good British attack. I'm putting it up here now again, and let's go. How will the French? Oh yes, they have 1 less now. Counterattack perhaps could be the solution, because it's complicated for them now. Let's go. So 1 and 2. Those will scoot away. 1, 2, 3. And we hope we do something good here. So attack here with 2 dice. Just yeah, they can ignore flags but not hits, so 2 hits. And they hit back now with 2 dice, which eliminate 1 of the cavalry. Leader survives. That will be all for the French. So, what about insisting on this side of the board, on the left? That's where things happen, but you also have things there. What are we doing? Right flank, flank attack, perhaps starting. No news. No use. Still, that's the best way to do things on this side of the board. So there we have 2 here, and let's say 1. And have the lights here. So they will be moving 1. That's it. Here, heavy cavalry just moving here, light cavalry here, and light cavalry attacks here with 3 dice. So that's 1 hit. The leader dies also. So the light cavalry, that's a question. No, they won't be moving really. It's quite good. Yes, let's do that and attack here. So the infantry fires first. Oh, 1 loss. And cavalry attacks for 1 loss, 1 more loss. Statistically, cavalry against square scores more hits because it hits with swords, flags, and the 2 possible infantry result. That's 4 on 6, so 66%, 67%. On the other hand, the line infantry will eliminate blocks from cavalry only with sword and horse, so only 1 in 3, and of course a retreat won't eliminate a cavalry block unless it cannot retreat. So in the long run, cavalry still will attritionally destroy the infantry. What about the French? Ready. Fire and hold. Boo. Coordinated advance. Let's go. Coordinated advance. So 1 on each side. Oh, I forgot previously that those guys fired against those. One died just to see. Okay, they lost. They still lost. Okay, so now coordinated advance. Yes, that's good to order those. So those also. Yeah, and on the right you'll be moving. So here we move. Here we move. There we are. So here the attack is with 1 die, no effect. Here 4, 3, 2, 1, also 1 die. You never know. Really? Okay. Here the light infantry is not the best to attack, but against those weakened people it's quite good. So 4, and there we are. They're out. Okay, I won't move further. And here we'll just fire with 2 dice, hoping a horse comes out. No. Well, not Not a too bad turn for the French. Let's go for the Brits. Yeah, on the left really they're not in good shape. They don't have anybody really left. Oh, they could, but no, in the center we need to do something. Yeah, we have 3 in the center, we can do something. So I'll order those 3. Why not? And they advance here, here. If only I could order 4, but okay. So the line here, assisted by the infantry, the artillery in combined arms against that target. So it's 4 and 3, that's 7 dice. Oh my, if the French survive with that one. Oh no, they don't. And the leader runs back to its mummy. So I find it really hard on the French. They have superior forces, but perhaps am I doing things too rashly? I don't know. Perhaps that Grand Manœuvre should have been made at a different time. So, oh, sorry, those are the British that I must replenish. So the French now, what can they do? Assault center, that's a good thing. They can try to do something. First strike, okay. I didn't know they had that one. Could that be interesting? So anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. There we are. Nothing really exciting. So time for the British to do something. Can they do something on the left? Rally. Rally could be a good thing to do, yes. So they roll 6 dice. 3 horses, that's very good news. 1 infantry and 1 gun that they don't need. The infantry, yes, they don't have, yeah, they have, okay. So those guys will recover hits. 1, that's the infantry. That's it. And the horses, really, of course you have those, but I would believe that one. Oh, they kind of go, yeah. 2, 3. There we are. And they are, of course, activated, so they move. 1, 2, 3. I should say ordered. I'm using illegal notion. So 1 and 1. Okay. So the line here, they fire with moving just 2 dice. So 2 dice against the square here. And that's 2 losses because a flag is also a loss. That's it. And the heavy cavalry here attacks. Of course, those French will square. And okay. And the French attack first. There's 1 loss in the cavalry, and cavalry attacks back, and there's a loss in the infantry. Here, attacking down, I think they have only 2 dice. You see here, down, cavalry is not at an advantage on hills, so they attack with 2 dice. It can be enough to destroy that cavalry and give the win to the British, and that's it. Yeah. Well, well, well. So that was rather fast, actually. yeah, the French must be the problem. The dilemma is if the French is too shy, they get shot at. And but perhaps I should have maneuvered in a better way, and you never know. But anyway, the British are really in very solid position on those hills. They can hide behind them, come back exactly as in the story. And the battle was wide on this side of the battlefield. Nothing hardly happened here. So that was a. I don't. I wouldn't say it's the most interesting battle, because from the beginning you realize that really the French have a tough job to do to move against the British, really, who still have, even if they are slightly less, they have good units. Even Grenadier Guards over here, which never were used, but they are tough people. See, they melee with 6. Yeah, because they are 5 dice. 6. Range standing 6. Okay, far moving 4. And they can ignore 2 flags, really. Well, all in all, I hope you had a nice time, and I hope you'll go on and look at the next videos that I will record in, I don't know how much time, but I'll steadily try to record the following battle, which will be, what will it be? Rivacoa. That's a small, that's a 6 victory banner. Can be interesting, yes. Nice little battle. But yeah, yes, the Portuguese or British can exit the battlefield. I remember I played it once alone, solo, and it was really a catastrophe for the British. So perhaps will the British lose the next time. Anyway, have a nice time until we meet again through those videos. Bye bye.